Shalom, dear friends. I am Jeshua ben Joseph. It has been a while since a choir of angels has been heard on earth. Today I came here with angels from Nibiru, with angels from Theos, with angels from the entire creation. I invite you to relax. I invite you to put your right hand in the middle of your chest, on your heart. I am there in your heart with you. I represent your Christos essence. So anytime when do you want to feel me, touch with your right hand the middle of your chest. I shall always be there. And you will be capable to meet me always there in your heart, on the way of love, on the way of your essence, on the way of who you truly are. In my lifetime, like Jeshua ben Joseph, it was natural to hear choir of angels. And in my years of becoming, in my years of preparation, many times their music accompanied me. Open your heart, dear friends. It has been a while since a choir of angels has been heard on earth. You are so used to with the noise of the society, with the human's noise, with the human's music. But remember, long ago, you were a beautiful, pure, and innocent angel. Today is a turning point for each and every one of you, and for the planet Earth. I heard your calling. I felt your deep desire to open here, back, the way of the heart. The way of the heart is for those who feel it, who have a deep desire an authentic longing for their essence, for the inner Christ, for who they really are. Imagine Nibiru. Imagine Theos. Nibiru is a planet between Neptune and Pluto. It is a planet on the way of the heart. It is another Earth, not new. It's older than the actual Earth. But on Nibiru, the way of the heart was kept and followed. And dear friends, Nibiru is so different than the planet Earth. As well, but in a different mode, is Theos. Together with so many angels, masters, and beautiful beings, we decided to try to open the way of the heart also here on Earth. In these conditions, so mental, so filled with noise, with hypnosis, with technology and addictions to matter, we decided to give this chance to you back. Imagine, dear friends, Nibiru and Theos, two planets on which a human being was never killed, two planets on which the sword was never drawn, two planets on which a bullet has never been fired. Two planets on which hate was never been discovered, on which bad words, curses, swearing was never created. Two planets on which shooting was never existed. Breathe deeply, my dears. They followed the way of the heart. So simple, so authentic. The way of the heart is the expression of who you really are. Today you have science, you have medicine, you have commerce, politics, social laws. But you are not free. You are still in suffering. So many said that 2000 years ago I came to take the sins of the world. But I told you, there is no sin. There are only experiences. And you are God. You are sons and daughters of God. Dear friends, it is proper to open yourself to new experiences, to a new type of life, to follow your essence, to follow your heart. Long ago, I asked you, are you capable to leave everything and to follow yourself, your true self, your heart? I put you today the same question. Are you capable to leave everything behind and to follow your essence? Your addictions to matter, to power, to businesses, to commerce, to causes, to false belief systems, offered to you only suffering, illness, aging, pain. Do you consider that this way still deserve? If you put your science, your medicine, your businesses in a bucket and the way of the heart in another, what will you choose? Together with all your discoveries in relation with matter came also wars, murders, suffering, abuses, exploitation of one angel by another, stealing of energy. So deep wounds, too much suffering. 2000 years ago, in my teachings, I said to you things not because of goodness, not because, like you, to be moral beings. But what I said to you, it is another physics of energy. Open gates to another physics of energy and keep the inner God inside of all the equations of life. In your lives today, you excluded the inner God. Your Christ essence from all the equations of life. And you wonder why our lives are like this. Your lives are like this because you excluded the inner God. You excluded your divine essence from all the equations of life. Inside the science, you excluded your divine essence, the God inside you. Inside the medicine, you excluded the God inside you. Inside businesses, you excluded the God inside you. And you transformed all the equations of life in simply mental calculus. Where is God in your visions about life? Where is love in your perceptions about life? Where is gentleness, goodness, peace, and beauty? Breathe deeply and continue to keep your right hand in the middle of your chest. Nothing is lost. Nothing has ever been lost. It is only about a choice in the present moment, and the turning point in your lives will be revealed. We are in the development of the apocalypse, in the development of the times of revelation. And it is so proper to open again the way of the heart. The way of the heart means, like in all the equations of your lives, to recognize and to express your inner God, your divinity. It was enough hypnosis. It was enough wandering, running from one purpose to another. It was enough to justify suffering, illness, aging, poverty, abuses, murders, and wars. It is enough. This is not the way of the heart. This is not the expression of your essence. This is not who you really are. There are few layers to be dissolved on this planet. The most stinky of them is the layer of power. In power, you lost your minds. You have lost your common sense. And you are so far away from your essence. Another layer is the layer of businesses. As long as will exist businesses, will exist also wars, abuses. I invite you to realize that profit don't exist. Everything in the flow of the energy of your energy flow is natural. In your energy flow never is too little or too much. Always in your energy flow, everything is as it should be. On Nibiru, never a thing has been sold or has been bought. This layer of businesses and commerce keep you outside the way of the heart, keep you in your minds and your equations about life, exclude your essence, your inner divine. There are not poor people and rich people on this planet. There are only blocked people. The true nature of energy, which comes from your essence, is so limited, so perverted, so confined in narrow flows. And because of this, you are blocked. Do not justify your lives through your minds. You have a lot of laws, social laws, financial laws, administrative laws, military laws. But it is the time to remember the divine laws of creation. It is the time to apply them and to find back your freedom. In my lifetime, like Jeshua ben Joseph, and I am glad that the history noticed this. When I came to the Temple of Jerusalem, I used a whip on those who made their businesses and commerce, ignoring the universe, their divine essence, their God inside. You don't realize, but businesses are against the way of the heart, are against the divine law. Like you to be able to fill your heart, open yourself, make gifts to each other. Let the door open for love, for compassion, for peace. Each of you has inside the same essence. Each of you is a divine angel, and in the core of you it's Christ essence. You are so beautiful when you are yourself. Let go the hypnosis, the illusion of power, and let, like from your heart, the divine law to return. $2,000 years ago, I spoke to you so much about the way of the heart. The first Christians, many of them were sacrificed for having the courage to follow the way of the heart. But this is only a part of the history. Today exists on the planet Earth around 100 true beings who followed the way of the heart. They defeated their death. They are immortal. They are young. They are free and have access to the unlimited abundance of their Christos essence. They will never expose themselves to public and do not expect like them to appear in front of you or to speak to you about the way of the heart. But they radiate this energy. And because of them, and because of the longing of so many of you, we decided to open the way of the heart again on this planet. If you look behind 2000 years ago, I invite you to imagine if the mankind from then till now has been followed the way of the heart. How your history written history could be today. Imagine that these 2000 years were possible without wars, without suffering, without illness, pandemics, imbalances, without hate, without abuses. "2,000 years, dear friends. And if you look back right now, you already had 2 global wars. The planet is filled with nuclear weapons. And today so many people already prepare themselves for the 3rd global war in a big race for power, for justice, for dignity, but in a so false ways. Understood. You are not on this planet to measure the land, to assume rights and ownership upon matter. The matter itself is a creation from spirit, from your inner God. Matter itself is energy, and in its natural way is here to serve you. You are not here to fight each other for matter, for surviving. You paid enough tribute to ignorance, and the highest ignorance was to ignore your essence, to ignore your hearts. Do you consider that 2000 years of experiences in shadows, in darkness, in a way of life from which you excluded your divine essence from all the equations? Do you consider that 2000 years are enough? You are not just separated humans. In your heart there is God. In your heart there is your Christ essence. Feel again with your right hand the middle of your chest. It is not a stranger. It belongs to you. It is part of your being. Is the essence of your being. Return to it. Discover back the equation of your divinity, the equations of love, compassion, and peace. There are no winners and losers, but only an useless suffering. Because of the desire for power, for profit. The one who is capable to make gifts is capable for freedom. This is the way in which your energy will flow on the way of the heart, and then nobody will be in the situation to not have what to eat or what to dress up, or access to a phone, to a computer, to travel the world. The heavens on earth is possible only through the way of the heart. You cannot make order, balance, and you cannot bring clarity only on the way of the mind, or as long as you will continue to exclude from your lives your divine essence. There were periods in these 2000 years when illuminated people realized that nothing is true or possible without God. And those people knew very well that it is about the God inside you. It is about your sovereignty. It is about who you really are. In the today world, almost in all the domains, the divine essence is excluded. Divine essence is excluded from your human lives. In churches, so many still consider that the divine essence is somewhere outside. In science, the divine essence is ignored. In medicine, in healing as well. In the politics and social laws as well. I ask you today, why? And I invite you to ask yourself as well, why? Simply, why? It is not about sins and punishment. But why do you like suffering? Why do you like hypnosis? Why do you accept it to kill each other, to steal from each other, to hate each other, to curse each other? Why? You are not alone in this universe, and I gave to you the examples of Nibiru and Theos. It is possible, a world without wars, without stealing of energy, without abuses, without poverty, hate, illness, aging, or death. Are you enough mature? Have you enough faith or courage to turn your attention to the way of the heart? This is a turning point. Nobody has the right to interfere with your free choices. Until December, long ago, was my birthday, like Jeshua and Joseph, and I proposed to myself, like in every year, near to this date, to December, to speak to you. And this message will be in public on 2 December. From where you are right now, to open yourself to the way of the heart. It is a process. You cannot do this only in a moment, only because of a choice. To return to the way of the heart, it is a process. It can take 1 year, 2 years, several years, but it is possible. It is possible because only with mind, only in the game of separation, only with the addictions to matter, your road is almost closed. Discover your hearts. Discover your ability to love yourself. And by loving yourself, you will be capable to love the others, to see their divine essence. Connect yourself with your divine essence, and you will be capable to see the divine essence in all your brothers and sisters. Let behind the worries, the control. Have faith in the simplicity and in the grandness of who you really are. And your lives will become so. Any time when you will have doubts, remember Nibiru, remember Theos, two planets on which never a human has been killed, two planets on which never a bullet has been fired, two planets on which never somebody has been stolen by another, two planets on which the way of the heart is a way of living. By speaking to you today, maybe some of you consider that this is something sci-fi, science fiction. No, dear friends, this is already realized on Theos and Nibiru. And Theos and Nibiru are not only some small countries, are not only some reservations defended by the angels or archangels. Theos and Nibiru are two planets on the way of the heart. Recently, a bridge from Theos to Earth, it was created. And today, Nibiru emit an energy of awareness and compassion to you, but in a different way. Nibiru has a hope and will encourage any being from Earth capable to open himself or herself to the way of the heart. It is a turning point, and it is a point of separation. You can keep everything as it is right now on Earth. I have only one request from you. Invite in any equation of your lives the God within. your Christ essence. Do not ignore it anymore. And every domain will be transformed. The alchemy, the becoming, the evolution and development of any domain of life here on earth. It will be possible only because of your attention, awareness, and acknowledgement of your Christ essence. Nobody will interfere. It is up to you. But bring in and recognize your hearts, your divine essence, and look what your lives will become. I shall come to you after 1 year. Meanwhile, meditate at my words. You are not lost. You are not abandoned by the universe, only by yourself. Any time when you wish to speak with me, go in your heart. You will find me there. Together with who you really are. Be blessed, dear friends. From today, in this turning point, we decided to give a chance to the way of the heart for the planet Earth. May you receive it with my entire love, as always. Thank you.